Hello and welcome back to Cemetery Mary. On the last episode, we had the unfortunate news that Theodore has died, which has led Croven to ask for help, in the assumption that what we said was not a prank. So now we are talking to the late Theodore. Yeah, I would imagine, I guess he's regretting the fun he made back at the house. But anyway, nonetheless, we should move on. Time to ask some questions, really. I'm gonna ask how he's really doing. Because, naturally he's not gonna be happy, but still. How am I doing? I guess I'm okay. I've kind of just been holed up in here, watching TV. I lost track of time. Can't tell if that's because time doesn't exist here, or because I've barely moved from the spot. Bit of A, bit of V, really. You haven't seen anyone else since coming here? Not that I know of. But maybe when I find the motivation to go outside, I'll see them for myself. Oh, while you're here, I guess I want to say I'm sorry. Kind of figured the whole ghost talking thing of yours was a bunch of nonsense. But I can admit when I've been proven wrong, yeah, it just took you dying to do that. Oh, that's okay. I think I'm more sorry for you in this situation. Yeah, I guess, death, as before. Well, it goes like this. Crow's having a rough time, wanted to talk about you. You wanted to talk about me? Yeah. But I'll come back to that later. So, he reached out to me and Zap, wanted to talk about it over drinks and all. Of course we accepted, so we spent the night out with him. Sitting at the bar, whatever. Maybe like an hour or so into the drinks, I start feeling like not too hot. I leave to use the bathroom. Start vomiting as soon as he's in the stall. I come out feeling all woozy. Zap and Crow try to help me. I'm assuming that's out of character for him to be throwing up, I would assume. Next thing I know, I'm crashing out in the middle of a pool table that was still in the middle of the game. Then I'm here. Did you die in a bar fight? You're here. All because Crow wanted to talk about me. If I hadn't been such a problem for him, then you wouldn't have ended up here. Hey. Someone's apologizing for potentially being the reason you're dead, and you tell them to shut up. Sorry. Didn't mean for it to come out that way. What I'm trying to say is, I'm sure I would have drunk myself to death eventually anyways. So don't worry about it. If that night didn't kill me, the stick in my hand would make sure it was coming. What? Ah, the cigarette, okay. I was thinking of an actual stick, and I was wondering where it was, or if it was like stabbed through your hand with the stick. Listen. I wanted you to know that Croven only wanted to talk about you because he cares so much. That's true. I know things haven't been the best for you two lately. And there's a lot you don't know, so it's been real hard on him too. So he knows something that we don't. Okay, then, thank you for telling us. What I don't know? Listen, I may be dead, but there's still things Croven would kill me over if I told you about. Well, you gotta tell us to prove that we know, that we can talk to the dead. I know you and I aren't the closest two people in the world or anything, but trust me when I say it's gonna be alright. I guess I'll have to. So, how long are you staying here for anyways? I'm not sure actually. I could wake up any minute, now that I think about it. Which reminds me, I promised Croven that when I woke up I'd tell him something that only you would know. As proof I talked to you. So, do you have anything you can tell me? Yeah, we've got a few stories between Croven and I. Pick your poison. The orange juice story, Spiral Staircase. sleepover hat. Spiral staircase. Yeah, that's a good one. You know, despite our recent activities, I don't really consider myself an urban explorer. But this one time, Crow and I went to check out this old firehouse. Oh? Yeah, I don't remember why exactly. Maybe just looking for a few new cool hangout spots. Anyways, so we get up there, and actually, it's surprisingly well lit. There's a lot of windows, the place is completely abandoned. I'm talking like almost nothing but walls and a floor. Doesn't seem to excite Croven any less though. He's acting like we just found a pot of gold or something. Anyway, further to the back, there's a staircase leading up. A spiral staircase, because you know, firehouses did that, you know. Croven gets like so hyped. I started to think the only reason he wanted to go there was to slide down the fireman's pole. So he rushes over there, steps on the staircase, a few steps in, whole thing just crumbles. Wait, what? Was he okay? Yeah, he was fine. Well, okay. This is why it's a story. Thing crumbles, Croven fell off. I rush over, see what's wrong. Man, I don't know how. The kid somehow manages to enter his face, even though he fell on his behind. Wait. Where on his face? Like a broken nose? Yep. He told me he got almost up dropping a weight on his face. No, he's an idiot. Anyway, his nose is bleeding. He's swearing up a storm. I don't think I laughed that hard in years. But I clean him up and get him some medical help. Surprised you know medical help, but okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough for cleaning up a wound, but like actually like to, well, not necessarily close it. I mean, it is just a nose. And we never went back. I can tell you though, that kid was still kind of annoyed. Like he definitely wanted to go down the fire poles. So I took him to a playground after, and he told me he could slide down one of those. As you can imagine, he wasn't too amused. I see. I guess I'm glad it ended up working out. Thank you for telling me the story. Thanks for helping me relive it. I'm going to think about it non-stop. Oh, and one more thing before you head back. Does that power too? And go easy on her for me, okay? Listen, I know she seems all firecrackers and dynamite. Maybe even a little rough around the edges. But she's got a lot going on deep down, and I know she'd appreciate some help with that. I'll appreciate it too. I see. I'll try and talk to her next time I see her. And I know you said hi too. Oh, please do. I'm excited to see my boys again soon. But I'm hoping it'll be a long wait at the same time. Yeah, I hope so. Before I knew it, I was out again, and I woke up on the sound of overeat Croven. Yo, Mars, come on. It's getting late, and it looks like it's gonna rain soon. Croven? Yeah. Stop going into abandoned buildings. Serves you right for breaking notes like that. You think you would have learned something? It's a beautiful day today. And after so much talk of rain, I had even brought my umbrella, but it was clear I wouldn't be needing it. The sun felt warm and much brighter today. I hope we would get more sunny days like this before things start to get cold and cloudy again, because right now it just feels so refreshing. I was on my way to the cemetery once more. I didn't have any flowers this time around, but I was sure that I was okay. Or it was okay. I rode a teddy bear last time, after all. Besides, now I have a different method of being able to visit everyone there. I'll try and visit Theo too, when I was able. I don't want to bother him too much, even though he and I aren't best friends or anything. I can tell he appreciates it. I think I'll try and see him again today. I continued down the sidewalk, admiring the things that looked so much happier in the sunlight. The birds, the flowers, the trees. But one thing that didn't was making it towards me. And I didn't really even realize until I heard her snap my name. Oh, hi, Twyla. Funny running into you here. I see you're out enjoying the sun. I haven't heard from you, you know. Oh, yeah. But, like, likewise, you know? Mm-hmm. But I've been investigating on my own time. Do I need to remind you that you're the one who offered to help me, and not the other way around? I don't know where to start, really. Why didn't you message me then? Incompetence is not an excuse. Sorry, Twyla. I don't think I can help you anymore. Excuse me? Huh? Not help me anymore? You haven't helped me once. Now you've got the goal to back out before you've even started? What's that for, huh? Well, it's just what? All of these are obviously going to make it worse. I just can't. I'm sorry. It's too much of the... It's all been too much. The situation, the intensity, I can't catch the killer. I shouldn't have told you that I wanted to help. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. I hope you can understand. Oh, I understand. Oh, you do? Nope, she does not. Yeah, I do. I get it perfectly clear. Why bother helping catch a threat when you could fill up that precious cemetery you love so much? I mean, she has a point when you put it like that. Whoa, what? Hold on. That's not true. I know it's not true, but it does... the pieces fit. I'd never risk someone else's life for that. Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't. Just like I was sure you would help me. I apologize for lashing out, sir. I'm just running low on patience. You might not know it, but I tolerate a lot of nonsense from a lot of people. But one thing I refuse to tolerate is people who don't keep their promises. So, go on then. Run to your little cemetery, Mary. I'll let you go. But I'll make sure you keep that promise eventually. That's fair. If, like, you know... I mean... I still wouldn't... How long has it been for her to run out of patience? I would assume, what, like... 5 days since the start of the game? Twyla angrily brushed past me. Brushed past me after that. I felt hurt, to say the least. I mean, in her defense, you may have hurt her feelings first. Hearing what she thought of me, but I couldn't help her anymore. And it had come out eventually. At the very least, I was something I got over with, and I couldn't let it ruin today. I got my eyes of any tears and tried to regain my composure. I tried to focus on the nice things around me as I continued my way. The birds, the flowers, the trees. The birds, the flowers, the trees. I couldn't let it get to me. She didn't know the truth like I did. And I couldn't keep Theo waiting. Continued on and up the way. And entering the cemetery, something felt off. I didn't know why until I started approaching Theo's gravesite. Someone's there on the gravesite. Is it Groven? Is that... hey. Wait. No. But... I followed them as they ran from me. They got out of my sight quickly, and I think based on the ears it was Zapara. I was determined to find them. I walked up and down the aisles, trying to keep my eyes and ears open, until eventually I began to hear something. I followed the noise, which led me to a tree, and... Zapara, what are you doing here? I took a seat beside Zapara, patting down on the grass as I did. She rubbed her eyes on a sleeve as I sat. Hey, Mari. Hi, Zapara. Are you alright? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Because you just had a conversation with Theodore. Don't I look fine? You want to see Theo again? No, I'm sorry. I was just leaving. Don't worry about it. Zapara, I was surprised that you, what? You didn't show up to his funeral at all. I couldn't. Because it's like her best friend. Or more, maybe. I don't know. You didn't want me there. You didn't want me in here anymore. And after the last incident, I promised that I would respect your boundaries. But I guess I broke that promise anyways. I wanted to leave before you saw me, at least. Zipporah, I wouldn't have stopped you from seeing him. I'm so sorry I made you feel that way. No one should ever be prevented from seeing their loved ones. It's fine. I adore you to say you enough. It's just, nothing's been the same without now he's gone. And I'm not sure it ever will. It feels so unreal. I just walked into our place, and I'm ready to start, like, I don't know, hitting him with my jack sleeve, or stealing his hat and running away with it. Now when I come home, it's all by myself. There's all this stuff that smells like him. It smells just like before we left for the bar. His mug is still in the sink because he said he would wash it later. And his hamper is still full because we were going to do the laundry together. And the TV remote is still stuck on the couch because that's where he last left it. He was my best friend, and he's totally gone now. And I'm never gonna get him back. I'm never gonna get him back. I'm never gonna see him again. Not true. We can at least fix that one. That's not true. Promise you one day you'll see him again. But not in this life. That's a fair counterpoint, I guess. Isn't that right? I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't feel like myself. At least, not without him. I'm all alone. You're not alone. You haven't talked to Craven since? Really? I don't even know what I'd say, or what it would feel like. The three of us were rose together when we hung out. It feels unfair without him. It feels wrong. It will get better with time. I promise you it does. Maybe it won't always be the same, but it will be better. And Zipporah, you're not alone. I know Craven would want to hear from you, and I really think you two should see each other, even if it's awkward. You know that. This is a good one. But you know, we as much as she thinks she's upset us, we hear from you as well. And I know Craven is too. Even if I don't always think you were the best person, that's just because we don't get along. It doesn't mean I can't help you through this. So, thank you, Mary. I could really use that support right now. Yeah, of course. It's gonna get better. I promise. I've got another question for you. Wow, you go from that scene to just whoever this is on the phone. I'm not a fan of that, honestly. You know, it was a nice moment. We were supporting Zipporah, and then you just cut it off immediately and just nip it in the bud and just though you might. If you ever lost anyone, why'd you ask? Probably is because the probably is someone who's like we know but wants to protect us. Alright, I just wanted to say, of course I've lost people. I don't think there's anyone alive who hasn't lost someone. Newborn babies. I win. I probably lost more than you could fathom. How would you? Okay. Both of these questions should be self-explanatory. It all starts the same. It begins with devastation, but over time, those feelings, you get used to them. It's like a blur. You stop worrying about who died and start worrying about who's next. There is no rest. So you become someone who doesn't need rest, because it isn't going to stop. You just have to get ready for the next time. It sounds heartbreaking. It was, and it's why I'm fighting so hard, so that you don't wind up like me. It's been a few days, despite what happened. At the funeral, Craven hasn't really left his room. When I wake up in the mornings, I can hear him stumping about his room. And when I return from having left the cabin, I find no evidence of him left the cabin at all, let alone his room. So not even from the window. I'm so used to him going out every day. Now I feel bad for leaving him alone, home alone. He spent most of his day holed up in his room, door shut tight. I'll knock on it every now and again to check on him, but there's not much I can hear from outside of that. But today, his door's open, and I think I should check on him. I'm not even going to try and read that font. I think it's about a circulatory disturbance. I think. His door's opened just a crack, but I opened it just a bit more to get Belloc inside. He was sitting on his bed, atop his bed, without even turning to face me. I heard him say, "I know you're there, Mary. Come on in." I stepped inside and took a seat from the end of his bed. He didn't seem to have much of a reaction. It's getting a bit late. I probably should start dinner soon. Sounds good. You really shouldn't be smoking inside, you know. It's a lollipop. Did you quit? Oh, I see. You've got a deer plush? Where's that? Is that? Oh, it's up there. Flag is upside down. Which flag? Oh, that one in the background. You finally have your signed poster, and I've noticed your hamper is full. Let's go with the deer plush. Thanks. I haven't seen it before. Is it recent? Yeah, the person you met, Vaz. They wanted last time. That time we met at the arcades. They said they had no room for it. Instead, that I have it. I don't mind that I didn't give this one to you. I'm fine with it, honestly. They give it to you, so you're fine with it. I know you like collecting toys, but oh no, I totally get it. Don't even worry about it. Cool. Let's talk about the flag. I don't know about the flags, honestly. You could show me any of them. Chances are I won't recognize it. Obviously, besides the well-known ones. Yeah, I know. All right then. At least you finally, it's a bit low to the ground, though. Don't you think? Yeah, it's fine. If you're fine with it. Besides, if it falls down, I don't have to worry about having to get a chair or anything to put it back up. That's fair enough, really. Thinking ahead. Fair point. Cool. Mine's getting a bit full too. Maybe we should do laundry together soon. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Strange though, I feel like I just did the laundry, and now I have to do it again. It's not like I ever wear that many outfits. Yeah, me neither. Alright, let's stop beating around the bush. What do you mean? Come on. You and I both know you didn't come here to talk about my laundry, all the posters in my room. You're here because everything sucks right now, and you think we should talk about it. Everything does suck. Yeah, everything's awful. You know you can say it, right? Say what? Go on. Say that it sucks. I don't like using that language. Fair enough. I know things have been very hard lately, but I just don't know what to do. I'm sure you don't want to see a therapist. How can I help? It all just feels hopeless. It's just one thing after another. Is it ever going to stop? It will eventually. But you won't have to worry about me. I'm fine. You aren't fine, and I'm not fine either. I don't want the cycle to continue. Well, all we do is just feel miserable again and again, Mary. Yeah. Because it isn't you. I miss the real Groven. I miss the Groven who didn't always drink himself to death. I miss the Groven who'd never get mad and would always laugh off things that anyone would normally go ballistic over. I miss the Groven who wanted me around. You think I don't miss him too? I don't feel like this. I don't like feeling like this. It sucks. And how can how can you just keep going on like that? Saying that you're fine when it's not true, and you're settling for it. Because it's not like I have any other choice, Mary. You just don't get it. I know you're worried about your own parents. I know that's a lot of stress on your shoulders too. But at least you have some hope in that situation. What hope do I have? My parents are dead. One of my best friends is dead. And there's no way around either of those facts. Yes, but if we can talk to the ghosts, why can't you? What's stopping you from, lying on Theodore's grave, going to sleep, and talking to him? It's the same as Zapara. I'm not going to see either of them again. And yeah, sure, maybe you can talk to them. That doesn't mean I can see them, or be around them, or do any of the same things I used to do with them. It's like, why try? I mean, again, you can still you can try, because like, if you succeed, you get to talk to them. They can give you advice that you need, the words you need to hear, and you want to hear. If everybody I get close to is just gonna die right in front of me, then why bother trying to do anything about it? So Kroven is turning into the person on the phone. Whether I'm happy or sad, or whatever, doesn't matter, because it doesn't change the life I'm living right now. That's why everything is fine, and why it has no choice but to be fine. I know you want to help, but all these solutions, therapy, relaxing at home, whatever, they aren't going to change anything. They aren't going to bring anyone back. Don't you understand that? Better than anyone. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound like a mean person, but I say this, but your parents might come back one day. Mine won't. Yeah, you can't stop living. I'm not. At least, I'm not trying to. Yes, you're not trying to, but you're still letting it happen. Intentionally. I think that's obvious. Even though even though it might not be apparent to you. Maybe. I know what I'm doing with my life, and I'm definitely not stopping it. But it doesn't feel like how it should. This is how things were supposed to be. No one can predict this. I could have. I should have told them to not risk going out that night. I should have done a lot of things. But it's too late now. I don't think you should be thinking like that. Then how else should I be thinking? Listen, I know I'm not the brightest girl, but if there's one thing I know about, it's loss. Here we go. Please, Groven. Right, sorry for cutting you off. When I attend to those funerals, I meet a lot of people who are feeling the same way that you are. They're stricken with grief. It doesn't matter who dies, or the way they express their grief isn't always the same. Some people can't help but sob, others seem to just stare in disbelief. Like if they wake up soon, they realize it'll all be just a terrible dream, and some of them simply talk to everyone around them, as if nothing is the matter. But you can tell they'd rather be seeing their loved ones in different circumstances. Doesn't seem these people are very long. What? I don't see these people for very long when I'm there. But I know that all these people have gotten better since that very day. It's why we have funerals to start the healing process with closure. But despite its name, closure is just the first step. I know that everyone deals with loss differently, but I know that grief won't last forever. And I know that processing it doesn't have to be as miserable either. So please let me try and help you. Maybe if together we can acknowledge and embrace the circumstances we're in, it'll be easier to get past them. What if I don't want to? Groven, move on from it. Get past it. Isn't it just the same as forgetting? No. Maybe forgetting in the sense of forgetting the pain, but you'll always have the memories of, for example, your parents or Theodore. You know, I mean, you and Zapara could laugh about it one day, and that's a sign that you've been healing. I didn't read that. I don't think. Hold on. Let's see. The reasons you go to those funerals, the reason you return to those graves isn't because you don't want anyone to be forgotten about. How hypocritical of you. Wanting to remember strangers, but forgetting the ones we care about most. That's who honestly said anything about forgetting the people we know? It's not forgetting, Kroven. Just because they're gone doesn't mean we're going to forget them. You're right in what you said. I don't want anyone to feel forgotten about. It's why I visit them. But feeling better about it isn't forgetting. Wanting to live a happy life isn't forgetting. I mean, do you think your parents would wanted this for you? That Theo would want this from you? You can't be afraid of what happens when the grieving is over. Feeling better doesn't mean you forget how much you miss them. It means you won't feel sad when you remember them. Mary? Yep. You know, Mary, you know I love you, right, Mary? Yeah, I know. No, you don't. Come here. Groven motioned over to me with a lazy, hug-like gesture, and I scooted over to him. Do you know the reason we started staying here? This all a cabin? No. I was always curious, but I thought it might be a rude task. It's because... Groven? We wanted to be closer to you guys. It's the only reason. You're joking. It's crazy. You had such a nice home in Halen City? Now, you know what those old folks say about the difference between a house and a home? Oh well. With this embrace, I think I'll call it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. I did for a moment, and then obviously the brief cut off. But it seems like it was just to change it to a different character. It's a different character stand for that sort of support. But yeah, hopefully I can see you on the next one. With that, goodbye.